So today we're going to talk about marketing. One of the subjects that we get the absolute most questions about, like how can I run my marketing, both to existing clients to get them to spend more, to attract new clients into the business. And a lot of things is changing in the world of marketing. We're in the summer of 2023. And so what we wanted to do in this week's video is to bring an update on what we believe right now are the marketing tactics and strategies that you should implement in your salon or spa business.
If this is the first time you're watching us, my name is My Erlandsson.
And I'm John Hallberg. And this is where we share the best ideas and strategies, tactics to help you grow your salon or spa business. So if you're interested in doing that, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out every time we publish new content here. So we're going to lead you through some of the hot strategies right now. We thought we'll start by talking a little bit more about existing customers, how to get more value out of them, and then we move to like more strategies for attracting new ones.
One of the most important ones for the ones that you have is to remember that always to over-deliver on expectations.
Yes.
I mean, to meet expectations that's what the customers expect you to do. They expect to come in and get a good haircut, maybe a cup of coffee, good conversation. That's what they expect. If you want them to rebook a time right now or give you a 5 on Google or do something more for your business, you need to exceed those expectations, do that extra thing, go that extra mile for every customer, not just the new ones, but also the existing ones, that you do that every time.
Yes, and we wanted to say this first as well, because it doesn't really matter like if we're doing great at attracting new clients to our business, if the clients that we have are not like doesn't become fans or doesn't become at least loyal clients, right? Because then we're gonna have a leaky bucket. It's gonna be expensive. It's expensive to like market yourself to new customers all the time. So this needs to work, and that's why before we do any other type of marketing, we want to make sure our existing ones.
Yeah, and I mean when the and also I mean when the customers come through the door, you have like 3 seconds on you just to create first impressions. What the customer thinks of you, and I think that also goes for both new and loyal clients, because everybody wants to be seen. So it doesn't matter if they've been there before or if they're new clients. Look them in the eyes, smile, everything that to make them feel welcome. That's like rule number 1.
So that's like the marketing strategy number 1 is like over deliver on the experience with your existing clients. Number 2, what we want to focus on is to get the more value out of each existing client. So basically, how can we drive up the value of each appointment by promoting more services to our existing clients when they come in. So this is kind of a theme that we've been talking about in a few videos on this channel lately.
I think we cannot talk enough about it.
We cannot.
Yeah.
Like what we really encourage here is to like think through your service menu and to look at ways that you can have like add-ons and service enhancements so that when people book in, like if you run a hair salon, people are booking in for a haircut, could you add on like other things to that appointment to make the price tag, the value of that appointment.
And make them aware of your full menu, because I think a lot of the time your customers, both new and old, doesn't know about all the things that you actually offer and can actually bring much more to your cash flow.
And I think one way that you're doing that as well and working on right now is like these packages, right? So rather than just doing the service, but offering kind of you have your luxury package.
Luxury or wellness, anti-aging or wellness package where they can get add-ons that actually doesn't cost you very much more and doesn't take more time. It's the same time, but maybe they get a glass of champagne or some eye patches in the backwash or a hand massage with their manicure, that type of stuff that actually can bring quite a lot of more value just in cash flow, but also in customer experience when we're talking about like overachieving on those what the customers think they are getting, and you overachieve on that.
And we have actually recorded the video as well, where we go in specifically on how can you personalize services, add-ons, and all of that. So I'm going to link to that on the screen here if you want like more strategies and tips and stuff for how you can run that in your business. Yeah,
and I think also one of the important stuff is to know who you are as a brand. What type of signals am I sending out? A satisfied customer is, I mean, it's the best marketing you can do, because they will tell all their friends, they will maybe make a review. And when to get satisfied customers, it's all about meeting their expectation, and meeting their expectation is a lot about who are you, what are you sending out, what type of salon are you presenting. I mean, if you are you say a luxury salon, you're sending out the luxury image, but actually you're more of a come in and get a quick cut. The customers that, I mean, there are customers for both these type of salons, but the customers that want a luxury treatment does not want to get a quick cut, and the customers that do want the quick cut does not want to come and get like an hour cut with a scalp massage. They don't have time for that. They just want a quick cut. And here you can get customers that are not happy with your treatment, even though you're not doing something wrong, you're just promoting or marketing yourself wrong. So brand wise, it's really important to, okay, who are we and what type of energy are we sending out to get the customers that want to come to our salon and get part of what we are giving.
So this is like, and I cannot stress this enough, but it's like really worth spending a little bit of time on like thinking through essentially your brand strategy and the vibe that you want to send out. Because after all, like your brand is not really something that just, it's not like, you know, your logo type, it's not like a message on your website.
No.
Your brand is the emotional connection that other people have with you. So it's something that lives in their head. Like their perception of you, that is your brand. It's not your logo, it's not what you have on your website.
No.
It's what lives in their heads and their perception of you, and everything you do, everything from what your service menu looks like, to your website, to how your staff members talk to the customers. Everything signals your brand, and it's kind of impossible to control every execution of this. At least as a business owner, you will go crazy if you try to do that. So the only way to really do this is to make sure that you spend time up front and being clear on like, who are you as a business? How are you different versus other businesses in your local area that you're competing with? And being clear on your brand, so that you have that as a guiding star, and that you can train your staff and the way you talk with your staff.
I think you say something very important. I think here it's really important to get your staff on vibe with this, so that you are like one alignment, that this is what we present to our customers, so that it doesn't depend on which hairdresser or which nail technician or like spa technician the customer meets. They will always get the same type of engagement or type of welcoming that you and your brand want to proceed out. Because we're in a type of business where it is relationship, and it is not a product that we sell, because if it's just a product, it's much easier. Here we sell a service. So the service, your staff is your product, you can say that. So that is why here it's so important that you work a lot, you spend a lot of time working with your team on how you want your brand to be perceived from others.
Yeah, and I mean that elevates the whole experience. It elevates the perception of what you offer, right? Because when you build that brand in, and people are ready to pay for that. You know, people are ready to pay more when they go to a location that has a a premium brand, right?
Yeah.
And they're buying into the promise of that whole brand. It's not just about the specific skills of that specific individual they're going to, but it's the whole promise of the business that they're part of, and the whole experience. And the brand is a huge part of that.
I think for us, as I said, we're in the service business. It's much more important than if you're selling. I cannot say that enough. Than if you're selling a product. I think a lot of salon or spa owners, they put too little time on educating their staff on how they want them to present to the customers. Like working in a team effort, like creating the brand together so that the staff feel like that is a part of them as well. Makes it much more genuine when they do it, so it doesn't feel like this is something I've been told to say, that it actually feel like the staff is also the brand. That will make it much easier for you to have a successful business, and to also have staff who feel like they're doing something that they love.
Okay, so the next marketing strategy that I want to talk about that is relevant now in 2023 is Google. And making sure that you are visible on Google. Not having visibility on Google is worse than, hiding your salon somewhere where people cannot find you, right? Like, if your location used to be important, now it's like, how do you show up on Google when people are looking for your type of services that are based in your area? Like, how are you showing up there? So the reason why we're so passionate about Google visibility primarily, or search engines in general, there's a lot happening in this space. But it's also because when people search on Google, Google knows where the person that is searching is sitting, and it will show results that are relevant, based on geography.
Yeah.
So roughly 50% of all searches actually that are happening on Google are local searches. It's people searching for things like hair salons, restaurants, parks, or whatever, things in the local area. That's why when you go on Google, you get a map pack coming up, where you can see businesses in the area. They've really invested a lot into making that a good experience, because a lot of the searches are local. So that's the number one. When you're visible on Google, you're visible to people in that area that also could become clients. The other part about having visibility in search engines is also when you're visible there, you will be visible for a long time. So it's not when you're on social media, email marketing, and other strategies where you kind of always need to put out new things, do stuff all the time. When you're visible on Google, you will be visible for a very long time. So if you're doing, and we can go into that in a moment, what you actually can do. But when you're making sure that you have visibility there that stays for a long time, and you will have people finding your business, booking with you, even if you haven't thought about your marketing for a very long time. And then I think thirdly also, the people who find you when searching are also likely to become clients, because they're actually looking, the reason they find you is because they were searching for whatever, a bridal hair style, and they were based in your area, and they happen to find that you offer that. So they're very relevant, and they're very likely to become clients. And that's really how we look at this platform, is a way to draw in new clients.
Yeah, I think also when you're searching on Google, you're searching because I want to get a haircut now. I need to get a color. I need to find a restaurant, or I need to do my nails. I think when you're searching more on social media and stuff, it's more for inspiration. You don't Google so much for inspiration. It's more for finding that spot that you need. And I mean, look to reviews and different websites. And also here it's important to have a relevant website. Like you said, put a little bit of time and it will last for a long time. So make sure that you have good text in the sites that says, if you're a hair salon, that you have text that talks a lot about hair and a lot of pictures on hairs that you have done, to make your website more relevant, both what you're doing and location. So for example, if you're a Los Angeles based salon, make sure that you have Los Angeles or Santa Monica on your website, so that people who are searching for spa salon, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, whatever, your salon will pop up. Or if they're searching for balayage, Los Angeles, your pictures will pop up because you have pictures named balayage on your website, so they will easily find, and they want to book because that's where they're on Google. They want to book an appointment.
Yeah. And how important is Google for you and your salon?
Very important. I think we get most of our new customers from Google. That you get the customers today. I think much more from Google than from social media.
Maybe let's share a little bit more like tactics and stuff that you're. I mean, there's a lot of different things we can do to improve visibility.
Yeah.
And just to like tackle some of the easy ones first, I think like maybe the most basic. So it depends on where you're at. Like if you don't have any presence on Google today, the first thing I would do is to create like a Google business account.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a profile for your business on Google. I think most of you will have that. But that's where you can add information about what type of business
opening hours
and so on. And you want to keep that profile like as rich as possible with information. You want to encourage people to leave reviews on that because that's an important signal for Google to show that people like your business and
you will
active
come
and
up
so on.
higher on the.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first one that you should do before you even like consider your website. But I think soon after that it would be your website.
Yeah. I think today there are also a lot of easy tools that you can use for building your own website that are really like simple. I know you have tested some.
No. So I worked with a number of them. Like typically I would recommend like Squarespace if you're going to build it yourself. So you could work with a freelancer or an agency or something like that. There's services online where you can find freelancers at affordable rates. Or if you work with a local agency as you like. But like getting a website up shouldn't be a barrier.
No.
You can even do it yourself with like templates and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really important to have it. And to your point, like what you have on your website is important. You want information about where you're located, address details, information about the services that you offer.
And online booking.
Booking, absolutely. You want that like, integrated. And you want information about the services that you offer because like that's a big opportunity. Like people search for, especially if you have like these niche or like specific services that maybe other businesses don't offer in your area. There's so many services that are trending right now, and if you're the only one in your service your area offering that, people will go on Google. They will look at who can actually deliver this service in my area. If you have some information about the fact that you do that on your website, will drastically increase your chances that you're the one that shows up, and they will come in and book you for that. So we shouldn't be shy about having information about our services on our website. I think what you're doing, like with your blog, I think is quite impressive.
Yeah, we have a blog. I mean, it's not like people read blogs anymore. That's not why we have it. We have it to post pictures all the time on hair that we have done. Because in my salon we are 12 hairdressers. So here you have the opportunity of 12 people posting on your website pictures every day. And if you have some employees, I mean, you should use their knowledge, and you should use that you are more, so that you're not just one person doing all the work, because the more the merrier, right? So everybody in my salon are posting pictures here, and I've created like a huge library of a lot of pictures through the years, because I've had it for 10 years. So now I have like balayage for 10 years, and that makes my website very relevant for Google, because I have so much content on it that was not even hard for us to achieve, because we are so many. So I think use your staff as well to help with the content.
And I think you check out peachstockholm.com as well, which is where your website is hosted, and you will see there's like a few. I think there's like a few posts per day normally on your site from like your team members sharing their work.
Yeah.
If you like, because we're based in your location is in the Stockholm area in Sweden. So, and here, if I search for balayage or anything, I see your salon all the time, right?
Yeah.
In the top results, and like you have, if I recall correctly, like over 30,000 views now on your website every month. Coming from Google and
from Google, and it's a lot. We have a good because they go in, see the picture, and then it's easy for them to just press book.
Yeah.
So we have a good. You can measure that also, the conversion rate, and I think just from Google. You should not because we work a lot with social media, but here you should not underestimate the power of getting new clients today with Google. I think it's sometimes we forget about it.
Yeah. So I think we could go on for really long on this particular one. We have resources on there. I have like complete course where we go into like details and stuff. So I'll make sure, like in this video as well, where we talk about things like this, I'll link to if there's a place where you can go to kind of go deeper, because we have a lot of resources for you if you want to learn more about how to use all the strategies that we're talking here, including how to improve your visibility in search. So I'll make sure we link to that in the description of this video as well.
Yeah, I will get into one tip that I also think is a very good marketing tip, and that is also actually about social media and how you should work with that, because that is not to forget. Here is where you can build because we're in a relationship business. We have said that so many times, and I cannot say it enough, that if you want loyal customers, if you want people to feel your vibe, you need to build that relationship with your customers. It's not a one-way conversation. You need to make it like two-way. So therefore, social media is like perfect for our type of business. I think for me, Instagram is the most important one. Facebook is more for, opening hours, knowing where you are. I don't think that you hang around Facebook so much anymore as Instagram, because Instagram is also pictures and we're working with art. So this is really our neighborhood to be in. Here you have to put a little bit more effort in, but you get so much more out of it. You build your brand, what clients feel your vibe of your salon is. Here you should put out here, not just before and after pictures, also like, what we have to, me and my staff had ice cream after lunch in the sun, to build that like nice vibe, so the clients feel, this is where I want to go to this place. I am the type of person that goes to this type of salon. Because today it's not just the haircut, it's so much more. The haircut or the manicure itself, it's maybe just like 20 or 30%. The rest is the service that you're offering, the type of vibe that the clients can relate to. And all of these things, it's important that you show on your social media account. To get because here the customers can also talk to you. They can write comments, they can like pictures, so they feel that they are talking to you. You're not just a business over here where I book my appointment. You're actually integrating with them every day.
Absolutely. And I think, because you actually have a presence on, you're on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
You have some presence on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're
Pinterest.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much on all channels.
Yeah.
And so basically, for you, it's still Instagram that you find most helpful.
Yeah.
Maybe should we do a quick run through of the different channels as well? Just some learnings for those of you who are like, should I be on there? How should I think about all the channels? That's my experience also. Like when it comes to social, it can be quite time consuming.
Yeah.
And it requires an effort to be successful with it, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's important to be choiceful and to kind of not try to do everything at the same time, because you're just going to spread thin and nothing really becomes great.
Yeah.
But to try to master like one of the channels to focus on, right? And
I think like maybe Facebook is good to be on. There is more for like, okay, where are you? Your opening hours, people can leave reviews there. And also now when you publish on Instagram, because I would say for a hairdresser or a hair salon or a spa or something, I think Instagram would be the most important one. But now when you publish on Instagram, you can just swipe the button to publish on Facebook. So you can actually do that at the same time. So you get sort of Facebook and Instagram in one package. So I think that would be the most, like, to start off with. This is what, because like you said, it could be quite time consuming, and I think you need to have a plan and maybe set up for like, okay, we're going to do 3 posts a week, and then you should really stick to that so that it keeps an even flow. And also engage all of your staff or your employees to use stories. You have stories on Instagram, and then on stories you don't need to be as structured like you are on the flow. You can be more like in the moment. It's only there for 24 hours. It could be more like playful and fun, like trying the new, I mean, even though we're a hair salon, we can have like, oh, we're trying the new ice creams on our lunch breaks. That type of more fun, easygoing stuff you can have on stories, because it will disappear after 24 hours. So I think here is where you should be most. I think Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok is like next level. Facebook and Instagram is what you should start with.
You focus there, right?
Yeah.
And also for like Instagram specifically, we've done videos where we break down strategies in much more depth as well.
Yeah.
So again, we'll link to that here or in the description somewhere, so that you have all the resources there as well.
And I think also for Pinterest, you can also you don't have to put that much effort in that one. You can just post the videos or post the pictures that you post on your Instagram on your Pinterest, because Pinterest, I think, is more for clients to get inspired with, and we get a lot of clients, not so many Swedish clients, Swedish viewers, more viewers from other countries. So here I think it's more like brand building and getting notion, and also getting kickbacks to your website. We have a lot of people that have maybe found us on Pinterest and then click back to our website. So it's good for our website SEO for our website. But I don't think it's so much for getting new clients.
No.
So I wouldn't go too much effort on Pinterest.
And I agree, and because again, it could be very time consuming to do all of it, and we need to prioritize.
Yeah.
And I think making sure that we're reaching people locally that could become clients is an important one, and that's why channels like YouTube, like here, it's much more like a global channel. Or like depending on language, right? But we reach people everywhere when we post on YouTube, and the likelihood that it's someone in your area is not that high.
Want to book an appointment.
Similar with Pinterest, great, you can get a lot of visibility of your work. So it depends on if you want to build a national brand or even an international brand. Absolutely, like go for it. But like if you're looking to reach potential new clients in your area, could be other strategies that could be more helpful, right?
Yeah, and also I think for the same about also with TikTok right now. I don't think it's more for building maybe your brand or your name, making your brand visible on different platforms so that people see your brand often and can relate to that, and maybe, oh, they're so funny at that place, blah blah blah. But I don't think it's not that direct client related.
Yeah.
So I think it's if you want to really dig into social media and go big on social media, it's not just for clients, it's also for building your social media presence, for doing other stuff on social media. Then it's maybe good to have TikTok as well and doing other stuff. But if it's more, I want to build a relationship with my customers, I want my lists to be full, I want new clients, I want to show what type of hair we do or nails or that stuff, then I think it's Facebook and Instagram are still the channels you should focus on.
And also there is the dimension here as well, before we move on, talking about social, but there's also the dimension of paid advertising.
Yeah.
When you use paid, you can be much more specific with who you want to reach and where that should go, right? On these platforms that we're talking about. So that's another avenue as well, as we talk about social.
Yeah.
Also, as we talked about Google actually earlier, like Google Ads.
Yeah, you can really precise, like women who have this type of interest, who do this in this area, and then you just reach those type of people. Yeah.
So the last strategy that we want to talk about today is SMS, text messaging. Actually, I didn't think like 15 years ago that I would sit in 2023 and to talk about SMS and text messaging as if that was something that is like
relevant.
Yeah, exactly. But it is. It's the medium where like most people, like the opening rates are crazy compared to like, you know, if you send someone a text message, if you compare to how many see that versus when you post something on social media, when you send an email or use any other strategy, SMS is what gets the opening rates. So like, let's have a quick discussion on this one, because I think the risk with SMS is also when you do like mass send-outs. We need to be careful with that because it is so powerful that it's quite intrusive as well, right?
Some people will block it if
exactly.
you're too pushy.
And you don't want to be in that situation where kind of, you know, you're being too aggressive on SMS. So they block you, and then they don't see appointment reminders anymore, or like whatever it might be, because they blocked your number. It's a powerful channel, and also to build that relationship and like that, you know, when we're talking about a one-to-one conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think one-to-one conversation, and also I think it's much easier to follow that conversation on SMS and not text, because we all know when we have like an email chain and you're supposed to know, okay, who is it answered? When was it answered? Is it this is the first? Is it the last? It's not really that clear. Versus on an SMS, you can easily see the whole chat, the whole conversation. What have happened and that it has been answered. It won't go to spam. It won't. So I think there are a lot of pros or cons on this one.
Like using this one-to-one, like we're using the Mango Mint platform that we talk about, you know, on this channel. There's a feature there called two-way texting. Maybe you have something similar in the platform you use. You can have a look, but I can also link to the a demo here somewhere, a video of the two-way texting feature inside of Mango Mint, because what that allows you is like it gives your business a phone number. So you get like or like depending on how many locations you have, you can have a number per location, and then your clients can text to that number, and then on the backside of that, you know, your full team can see those messages, and you will have a view of like all the messages that are going out to the customers, and not only like the direct conversations, but if they get appointment reminders and that kind of thing, you will see like all the SMS that is going from your business to that client. The client, when they get a reminder, they can respond to it. They go straight in. The right person can you know, handle that, and it's all like centralized and streamlined in a really nice way. And I think for clients, this is it's a great way. They can be really close to the business,
close
like
to
a
the
text message away.
They
have their salon there.
They feel that it's closer, and I think also for the hairdressers that are working, it's an easy way to see the whole the conversation, and it's also a much faster way to know that, okay, they have been answered. This customer has gotten information that I wanted to get, and the customer feels like it gets answered faster than via email. Feels like it's take much longer time. In our salon, we have actually taken away the phone, so we don't answer the phone anymore. We just use this type of texting with the customers, and we have also found out that a lot of customers feel much more relaxed just using text, because that's the way we talk today. A lot of customers don't want to talk on the phone. They don't want to call up. That's a hiccup for them. It's easier for them to just write a message and get a quick answer. So I think it runs both ways. Both for the customers it's easier, and it's also much easier for our team members to work. When you have, I mean, our clients sitting with foils, they can go in and see, okay, has she answered here? Okay, I just answer back, and they answer a few messages, and then they can get back to their clients. So it's much easier for our team members to keep focus on the right thing when they're working.
But I do think you want something that is like centralized in one place
yes, of
as well.
course, yes, of
also,
course.
So you can control, because when you respond to messages and so on, because sometimes you're on a day off, and if everybody has their own phone, and it gets a little bit messy. Right? So you want some way of managing that when you have it.
Of course.
I think our message here is like just SMS and text messaging is powerful. People look at them. You can do campaigns if you want, but really using it for like just one-to-one interaction with your clients opens up a ton of opportunity. They come closer to your business. Opens up an opportunity for you to upsell and to have other conversations as well. So a lot of power in that, but you need some type of platform to manage that. And again, we're going to link to the Mango Mint demo of two-way texting, or if you have another solution, like this can be really powerful in your business. So that was the 6 salon marketing ideas that we wanted to share with you today. I hope you got some value out of that that you can bring back to your salon or spa business, I should say, as well. If you found use in this, give it a thumbs up. If you think we can improve, give it a thumbs down. Or if you have any other ideas as well, just put them in the chat as well, or in the comments box below this video as well. Love to hear that. So thanks for watching all the way through the end, and we look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video.